Hi everyone, this is Hiba from My Little Journal, and today I'm going to be working in my Scrappy Spiral notebook. As you can see, it's very chunky and I'm getting close to the end of the year, but I still have to document November and December. So the next two pages that I'm going to be creating and putting together are from November. And this first one is all about voting in the midterm elections. So I have a few photos and I wanted to kind of focus more on my daughter because this was her first time voting. She had turned 18 just a week before the elections. So it was so fun to see her vote for the first time. So I went ahead and stuck down my photos. And now I'm just going to go ahead and add my journaling. And then I wanted to add some of these voting puffy stickers from the Paper Person shop. They are adorable. And obviously they were all about like the November 8th elections. So I first used the November 8th because I wanted to make sure I used that and it wasn't just sitting in my stash, because if I didn't use it now, I'll never use it again. I then added midterms right above my journaling. And now I'm going to start stamping. This stamp set is also from the Paper Person shop. And I just stamped the mailbox, and then I'm going to stamp Big Race to Watch. We'll also grab an older voting stamp set. I believe this one's from Studio Calico. And I'm going to stamp Vote. But the stamp wasn't going to fit in my box because my box is more vertical and the stamp is horizontal. So I just stamped out the VO first, and then I inked up the other half and stamped the TE underneath the VO. That way it would fit in my box. I will go back to those puffy stickers and add the donkey and the elephant and finish up the spread by stamping Your Vote Counts right underneath that. What I love about these spreads, I've said it a million times, they come together so quickly. They're so easy to put together. As I've said before, I do have a class in my Etsy shop. If you want to learn how to put your own spreads together, definitely check out that class. I go into detail with the photo printing, the stamping, and all that good stuff. Anyways, I went and colored in the vote with some gray ink, and I didn't like it. You'll see at the end of this video when I share the pictures that I do go over it with red and blue. I just felt like the gray was very blah. So I will fix that and you'll see it at the end of the video. I stamped out my date, and now I can flip over my notebook and document my next story. This next layout is all about watching the World Cup with the family. And we were watching the UK against the US, and obviously we were all US. So I wanted to kind of document these few photos that I had. I also did grab that Qatar 2022 World Cup photo. It was just a screenshot from Google. And I'm going to go ahead, add my photos, and then we're going to add my journaling. So I basically add my journaling and then find out that I measured this all wrong. So my journaling went over my photo. You can see me like sit there for a second and look at it. But you know what? I thought of redoing it and I thought, you know what? It's not even a big deal. Let's just move on. Well, I'm going to go ahead and start stamping. I'm using the stamp set from the Paper Person shop. It's actually more for American football, but it still works for any sport, and I thought this was the perfect layout for it. I ended up stamping the number 1 in one of the boxes, and then I'm going to stamp home team in the opposite box, or the one in the center. I will also be stamping believe on some sticker paper in this really pretty dark blue. I wanted it to match the American flag, and I was worried of using that ink pad directly on my paper because it's like a really juicy ink pad, and I was smart doing this because just stamping it on sticker paper helped a lot, and I'm not going to have any bleed through on the opposite side of my page. I'm going to finish up my spread by stamping number 1 fan. Now this stamp had some stars, and I thought it would be smart to just ink up the number 1 fan and then ink up the stars with some yellow ink. So that's why you can see me kind of remove and make sure that nothing else got inked up while I'm stamping the stars or while I was stamping the number 1. I do grab another star and fill out the box a little bit with some yellow stars as well. I think I'm almost done. I'm just going to stamp good game in yellow, trim it out, and stick it directly to one of my photos. and then I call my layouts done. Easy peasy. Love this journal. If you are thinking of starting one in 2023, I definitely recommend it. It's so simple to work in. And again, if you need that extra help, make sure to check out my class. It is perfect if you want to start your own journal. I walk you through everything. Anyways, you guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. And I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye.